Today's video is about how to get the most out of watching all of these producer live streams right now. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? My name's Noah. I make music as Haterade, and you are watching The Productive Producer. Before we get started, guys, I want to tell you guys about my free finishing music checklist. It is in the description of this video. It's a checklist of a bunch of different tips I've put together over time. It's a bunch of things that I always do when I'm trying to decide what to do with a song. If I'm ever stuck, if I'm ever wondering when a song is done, all of these tips should help you finish more music. So I have that available for free in the description of this video. Hope you guys get a lot out of it. So right now, you are seeing live streams left and right. Everybody's doing a live stream. Your mom's doing a live stream. Your dog's doing a live stream. Your dad's doing a live stream.
We get it.
Everybody's doing a producer live stream right now. So how do you watch all of these live streams and get the most out of them? You know, there's a lot of information out there. That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about some of the tips that I think would be most beneficial for you guys during this time and watching all of these live streams. There's a lot of information to digest in these 4 to 5 hour streams that sometimes it's hard to grasp all of it. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about some of the things to look out for when you're watching these live streams. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the things that you should watch out for. Number one, pay attention to signal flow. What do I mean by signal flow? Signal flow has to do with the sound moving from one plugin to the next to the next. Most of the time, unless a producer is producing a track from scratch, they probably won't explain the signal flow completely. So you want to try to deduce this on your own. Maybe you use an OTT on the end of your chain always. But this producer is putting it at the beginning. So why don't you try doing that with your own projects? It's a good exercise to try to get yourself out of those habits, whether they're good or bad. You know, maybe you could come up with a better way to get a more rich and full sound, or you could come up with something that really gives you a unique sound. You know, just by switching that signal flow around. And pulling some ideas from other producers, it's a great thing to take advantage of. Number two is focus on the details. A lot of times producers will just graze over the details in their streams. They've been producing for such a long time that they don't even think about it most of the time. They just add in an EQ and they start making moves, and their brain goes into autopilot because they've done it so many times. So when you see a producer doing something and you're wondering what he's doing, stop, back it up, and watch. Then apply your knowledge of what that plugin is and try to deduce what he's doing with that plugin on your own. It's easy to just watch through this and just sort of wait until the exciting part happens, but that could be something that really adds an extra element to the sound that you may have missed otherwise. Pulling details like this from other producers is an awesome way to add tools to your tool belt. Remember, your style is not your own style. It is a culmination of every person who has an influence over you, all mashed into one. That is what makes your style as a musician, as an artist, your influences. Picking out these specific little techniques from other producers is a great way to add that extra level to your game and, you know, bringing all of that experience into your next track. Number three is don't skip around.
Don't do it.
Live streams can be so long, guys. I know. They can be really, really long, and it feels like it's almost not worth it to sit through that whole entire thing. And that's okay. It's okay. You don't have to sit through the whole thing at once. But that doesn't mean you should skip through the stream. If you're going to watch a stream, watch it from front to end. There are so many, just like we talked about in the previous point, there are so many little details that you can miss in the process when you're just trying to get to that main idea or that main thing that you want to figure out. That if you skip a couple of points there, you might miss what makes that part that you wanted to learn. You might miss what makes it work. Think if you were making a recipe for tacos or something, and you're about to marinate the meat, and you're putting all the ingredients together, but you only read about 4 or 5 of the ingredients, you know, and there's 12 ingredients. It's probably not going to turn out very good because you missed some parts, right? You skipped through. You know, music production is a long, drawn out process and it doesn't happen instantly, right? But if you skip those little details, sometimes it could make or break the song, or make or break that technique that you wanted to implement in your music. So don't skip through. If you wanna watch a live stream, you could watch it on YouTube. If you're logged in, you could go in, and YouTube will leave the point where you stopped watching. It'll leave it there, and then if you come back to it later, you can pick up from where you left off. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, the finishing music checklist is available for free in the description of this video. Should really help you guys out with finishing your music, and I will see you guys next Friday for the next video.